Do you want to know my secret transplanting technique to go from this to this? Well, stick around and I'm going to spill the beans. Well, it's time to start potting up some of these micro tomatoes that I'm growing for evaluations here at the Nano Farm for, looking at, great seed varieties for next year. But again, it's amazing, these micro tomatoes, how small they do stay. And just show a little comparison. Here's a full-size tomato. This is Homestead. The little micro tomatoes, these are both sown on the same day, and just you just see the size difference. It's just amazing how small that these stay. So today what we're going to do is pot these up. These were all sown in that dense sowing strategy where there's multiple seeds per cell in these Bootstrap Farmer 6 cells. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant into the Bootstrap Farmer 4-cell packs. These are root pruning. They have the air slits on the side, so that stops the roots circling in the container. And it's got the holes in the bottom so you can poke them out easily when it's time to go ahead and transplant. Now I'm going to be using Jolly Gardener container mix. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. This is the Jolly Gardener ProLine CB mix. This is one of these professional growing mixes, container mixes that I highly recommend. Okay, so I've got, a few of the 4 cells put together. Let's go ahead and, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's go ahead and pot up the Homestead heirlooms, only because these are just a little bit easier to see. But we're going to go ahead because these are all densely sown, so you see how many tomatoes there are in each cell, and we're not going to grow every one of these. I'm only going to put 4. Maybe I'll do 8, but no need to grow all of these. But we go ahead and we pop that out of the cell, and what happens is it lets that nice rooted plug pop out. And with this dense planted technique, we'll go ahead and here, let me do it this way first. I'm going to go ahead. We've got to separate these out. Now the plug is dry. If the plug is drier, it tends to allow the separation of the seedlings most easily without a whole lot of damage. You think that we're tearing the root systems up, but no, we're really not. And that's what we want to be left with. A nice developed root system. I don't know what we're gonna get here. That's kind of a runt. I've got more, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop that one off to the side. But this idea of planting like this is taking that seedling and the point where the stem and the root separate or join together. We're just going to lay that on top of the mix, and I'm going to do this. I'm just going to poke that tomato in there. Isn't that pretty cool? You think we're hurting the tomato plant, but no, we're really not. The mix around the root system of that tomato is dry, and the potting mix that I'm putting it in, that Jolly Gardener, is moist but not wet, and so it just lets me push that tomato seedling in. So we're gonna do a few more here, and again here we'll do it up here on this camera so we can see it. How we just kind of tease it apart. Maybe if we had to, but I've got plenty of seedlings. So we're just going to put that one off to the side. Those are a couple better. See, so we'll come back over here so you can see. Just push that in like that. And let's go ahead. I've got enough here. Let's go ahead and make another one up. Don't know if I'm going to grow these or gift these to a neighbor. Wouldn't you like to be my neighbor right about now? I'm just saying. We have a couple houses here in the neighborhood that are for sale. I don't like the looks of that one. And that's one of the things that you can be picky when you grow a whole bunch of seedlings and you're not going to grow them all. You can pick and choose. But we'll just go ahead and put that on there like that. Let's see. Yeah, we can use that one. We'll push that one in there like that. And we just need one more. Here, let's go ahead and do this. Take that apart like that. That's a gorgeous seedling right there. And hey, that's all there is to it. Got 8 homestead tomatoes that are getting ready to grow. Now I've got this to do, and I've got another tray to do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to bore you to death. Maybe I will bore you to death. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep potting up here. You guys can hang around and enjoy, or come back when I'm done. Doesn't matter. It'll all be good. So let's just go ahead and we'll do that. Well, as you can see, I'm making headway. I'm about halfway through this. I've got my second tray of seedlings that I'm separating. So listen, hang in there. Wish me luck, and I'll see you in just a little bit. And I'll tell you, just like that, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 varieties of micro tomatoes, if you can believe there's that many. There's lots more, because I've got about a dozen more that I'm going to be growing too this year. But anyways, got these all potted up in the Bootstrap Farmer 4 cells. I'm going to take them outside, water them in. Now I'm just going to starting to get them acclimatized, because we don't have any frost or anything below 50 degrees, forecast for at least the next 10 days. So these things are going to live outside as quick as I can get them out there, because nothing beats the sunshine when you're growing seedlings like this. Wish me luck with these. If you got questions, contact information's in the bottom of this or in the description of this video. So if this video helps you, subscribe. This is Real World Gardening.